Hi, my name's Steve Title. I'm a physical therapist with the PT Group. I'm located in the North Huntington, Irwin area, and today I'm going to talk about rehabilitating injuries. The main goal of rehabilitation is to return someone back to their pre-injury position. If it's an athlete, to get them back on the field or back on the court. If it's someone who was injured at work, is to return them back to their job. For the normal, regular person, is to get them back to doing things they like to do without having any increase in pain or discomfort. This protocol consists of 4 major categories. The first category is controlling pain and edema or swelling. The second category would be increasing range of motion, mobility, and flexibility. The third category would be increasing strength and endurance. And the last category is returning someone back with an independent home exercise program. The way we control pain, we use a number of different modalities. What a modality is moist heat, ice, whirlpool, ultrasound, paraffin, electrical stimulation, mobilization, myofascial techniques. These are techniques we use to help control pain. After that, we want to work on increasing mobility and range of motion. We do that with exercise. Now, there's 3 types of range of motion. There's passive range of motion, which is essentially moving something with assistance. Like if I moved the arm for the individual, that would be a passive motion. There's a machine called a CPM machine. Many knee patients have to get a CPM machine. That's called a continual passive motion. What that does is the machine moves the part for you. The second type of exercise is called active assistive. That would be something like a pulley. If I'm using the shoulder, it would be helping lift my arm. In other words, you're not lifting it by yourself, you're using something to assist you. You can use a wand or a stick. You can climb the wall. You can slide your arm on a table. Any of these things will help, and that's called active assistive. And the third type is called active exercise. Now, active exercise is just moving the part through space. Like if I would raise my arm, that is an active exercise. If I straighten my knee out, that is considered an active exercise. Now, the importance of this is you've got to get your motion first. If you don't have your motion first, what ends up happening is if you start strengthening something too soon, you'll end up getting strong from a limited range instead of being able to go through the entire range of motion. When we're talking about resistance, we talk about 3 types of resisted activities. The first type would be isometrics. We like to use that first thing in the rehabilitation before doing any other. What isometrics is the ability to strengthen something without moving it through space, such as pushing against my hands would be an isometric exercise to strengthen my shoulders and chest. Tightening my thigh muscle, we call it the quadricep, we call it a quad set, is a good way to tighten the muscle without moving the knee and putting any stress on the knee. Now, the why this is so important is it's very safe to perform these activities. It doesn't put any stress on the joint. Now, the only thing you have to be careful with isometric is breathing. People have a tendency when you tell them to push against something to push as hard as they can, and they don't breathe properly, such as like a grunt or a groan type activity. We need you to breathe. Just like I'm talking now, we need someone either to count or to make sure they're breathing. And how we usually teach that is to breathe in through the nose and blow out through the mouth like you're blowing out birthday candles. The second type of exercise resistively would be what we call isotonic. Isotonic exercise is moving a weight through space. It can be an ankle weight, it can be a dumbbell in my arms, but it's moving something through space to build up strength in that muscle. The third type is called isokinetic. The machine I'm sitting on right now is an isokinetic machine. Its function is to increase strength and endurance. How it works and how it differs from isotonic is the fact that with an isokinetic machine, the speed is fixed and the resistance is variable. So in other words, as I move a weight through space, if I'm doing it isotonically, I'm not getting the same forces through the entire range of motion. At point A, I'll have more force than I will at point B because of momentum. On a machine like this will allow me to get the same amount of force throughout the entire range, so I can work all the area with that. The other thing that's nice about this is the amount of force you put into the machine is the amount of force that you'll get back. So initially in the process of rehabilitation, we're always weak, so you won't be able to generate as much force. As you gradually get stronger, you can be able to kick harder or move your arm harder, and in tune, the various resistance will adapt to that, and you'll get the same amount of resistance through the entire range. Thank you for listening to me today. Feel free to contact us at 1-800-783-1008 or on the web at theptgroup.com. Thanks.